Hey Blue Table fans, we're here doing a Warhammer Fantasy Batrep. I've got Jeremy with me. How's it going, Jeremy?
Hey!
Alright,
Good.
so Jeremy is playing his second game of Warhammer Fantasy. Second ever, so I'm going to be kind of teaching him a little bit. We're trying to, so that'll be good for the newer players. Help you learn here. So we're going to be playing Bretonnians versus Vampire Counts. Jeremy, show us what you got.
Alright. Right this way.
Alright, so start over here.
I have a Necromancer Lord.
Oh, how many points are we playing, by the way?
1,500.
1,500 points,
Yeah,
okay.
1,500 points.
Good.
I have a Necromancer Lord and Corpse Cart and a Vampire.
Okay.
A hero. It's about 10 skeletons with sword and shield. Some Grave Ghouls.
Grave Ghouls?
Grave Ghouls? Yes, that's them.
10 of those.
Yeah.
Okay. What's here?
Oh, you broke it.
Oh, that shouldn't be there. Whatever. I don't like
20 skeletons with spears.
Alright.
Full command.
Yep.
3 Cairn Wraiths.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit Host.
Mm-hmm.
2 Fell Bats.
Yep.
5 Hex Wraiths. A Corpse Cart. Just a regular old Corpse Cart. And 25 zombies.
Okay. So, I guess here's the curious question that I have.
Okay.
These were, do you say skeletons or graveyard?
Skeletons.
And these are,
Skeletons.
why didn't you just make one big unit? Why did you
I
have
don't
the two
know.
little ones out of curiosity?
Because I felt like it.
Okay. Well then, I will show you the Bretonnians. Okay, so here is 1,500 points of Bretonnians. This is actually a client's army that I'm using in the Batrep at his permission. And if you like what you see here, you can certainly commission something just like it. It's pretty easy to replicate army, very nice looking. So what we have is, we have a Prophetess, level 4, a Paladin Battle Standard Bearer. Then we have 2 units of 9 Knights of the Realm with command, 50 Men-at-Arms with full command, and a unit of 9 Grail Knights with the command as well, and that is 1,500 points of Bretonnians. So we'll take a look at the board we're playing on. We've got the sort of red mesa board here. So figure the Bretonnians are riding out to meet an approaching vampire host or something like that. That's going to be what I say.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to you? All right. So let's go ahead and do some pregame stuff, like we got to roll for spells. So do you want to go ahead and do that?
Sure.
All right. Grab some dice. All right, so who are you rolling for?
All right, I'm going to start off with my Master Necromancer.
On the corpse cart?
On the Corpse Cart.
Okay.
He is a level 4 wizard.
All right.
And is rolling on the Lore of Vampires.
Okay, so in order to choose spells, you always roll all your dice at the same time.
Okay.
And then you get to choose, because if you get doubles, you get to pick, which is nice. So you roll 2 6s, a 4, and a 1. So in this case, you've got 6, 4, and 1, and then a spell of your choice. And of course, any of these can be switched out for the signature spell.
I will swap the extra 6 out for the signature spell.
Which is?
Invocation of Nehek.
Gotcha. All right. And what else did you get here?
I got Van Hell's Macabre Dance.
Right. What does that do? Just fill us in. I don't know vampires that well, so.
All right. The Van Hell's Dance is, let's see, it's an augment.
Mm-hmm.
If target is unengaged, it can immediately make a move up to 8 inches as a normal move in the remaining move subphase.
Oh.
Can target all friendly undead units within 12 inches by raising the casting cost to 12+.
Right.
Yeah.
So then what else you got there?
I got number 4, which is Raise Dead.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's the one that lets you make new units.
New units
right?
of zombies.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
That one will be fun. Number 6 is Wind of Undeath.
Oh, that's like magic missile kind of thing?
Magical Vortex.
Magical vortex.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Small template artillery, yeah.
All right. So, and then who else are you rolling for?
And then I have a...
Your vampire?
Vampire who is level 2.
Okay. And he's rolling on the same?
Same.
All right. What's he going to get? Double 1. So a pick and a 1.
Let's
So
see.
you could give him Invocation and Raise Dead.
I think I'm going to do that, because those are the 2 most useful spells I've got.
All right. Invocation and Raise Dead. All right.
Invocation of Nehek and Raise Dead.
I'm going to go ahead and roll on the Lore of Life for my damsel, or rather prophetess. So I got 2, 3, 4, and 6. So that gives me, I'm not sure what. Alright, so this is what I got. I got Flesh to Stone, Throne of Vines, Shield of Thorns, and Dwellers Below. So, Shield of Thorns is an interesting thing, but I think I might switch that out for Earthblood, depending on what that is. It's an augment, give them regen 5 up. That could be very nifty. Do I want to do a whole bunch of damage to all these zombies, or do I want to just withstand the little bit of damage they can do? I think I want to do damage, so I think I'll keep Shield of Thorns. It actually sounds fun. So that's what I'm taking. I'm taking exactly what I got. All right, and we're gonna go to deploy and grab a die, because we got to see who gets option to start deploying first. So you rolled a 6, and I rolled a 3. So would you like to deploy first, or start deploying first rather, or have me start deploying first?
I'll start first.
All right, give us 1 second, we'll be back. All right, we're actually gonna roll for sides because we kind of need to know where we're deploying, right? So
It's helpful.
yeah. So I rolled a 1, and Jeremy rolled a 6.
I'm liking that die.
Yeah, this one's doing stuff for you. So which side would you like? You want the side
I
over
will
there?
take the side I'm
Oh wow,
standing
we
on.
figured that's what would happen, but
Yeah.
might as well do it anyway, right?
Who knew?
All right, so you placed the first unit. So
Okay.
go ahead and place something wherever you would like.
Play something.
And it can't be a character or war machines, because those go last, always.
Then I'll start with my multi-part zombie block.
You will start with the zombies, and they will go
Let's see, it's what's the deployment range?
12 inches. So grab your handy dandy BTP tape measure there. Find them on our web store. So you're going to put those right at the 12-inch mark there?
Yep.
All right. So that's that. Then I will counter with some stuff. Oh, look at the handy dandy BTP tape measure just appeared on my side of the field. I'm going to take some men at arms here and put them right here. At the 12-inch mark, and the rest will come in here. Just like so. It's magic. All right, Jeremy, what's next?
Next up, I'll bring in my spear arm skeletons.
See now, if I were you, just
Yeah.
strategy-wise, you have those small units that
I
are
do.
essentially throwaway units that you can be using to get me to put down stuff so you can counter me, which is what you probably should be doing. So
Okay.
then those bigger units you can be using as the counters.
Right. All right. I'll start with I'll do my spirit host then.
That's probably a good option. Spirit Hosts and the Wraiths are going to be good things to just kind of throw down. So you're going to put him over here in the corner. All right. So he's got a little flank action going. All right. So I put my first Knights of the Realm unit over here, and now Jeremy's back again with his next unit.
I'll grab my Cairn Wraiths.
All right. Cairn Wraiths are going down.
Okay.
Now, are they a unit of 3, or
They're a
do
unit of
they operate solo, or what?
I think they're.
All right, so here's your Cairn Race coming out on the right flank. So the Bretonnians are getting surrounded. Oh my god. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and place down probably the other Knights of the Realm. All right, so just a quick note on the terrain before I put down my next thing here. These, like this and this, are just hills, easy up and down, even though it looks like a cliff. We're going to do the typical BTP house rule of touching terrain is +1 to your ward save for sort of like these area terrain pieces, like these. And then the big maces in the corners are impassable, sort of thing. So my Knights of the Realm are going to end up going in the middle here. There they are. So what's next for you, Jeremy?
Next up for me will be Fellbats.
Some Fellbats. Unit 02.
Unit 02.
Alrighty.
Unit size. They
And-
probably would have been larger, but ran out of points.
There they are. Fellbats.
Fellbats.
They're batting and being fell. Alright, and there's Grail Knights right in the center. So you can go ahead and place everything else. All I have left is characters. So
Okay.
all your other units are going to go. But the thing about Bretonnians is they have a thing that they can do at the beginning of the game where they all don't move and then they pray. And it gives them a ward save for the whole army, which can be lost if they flee. But it's usually good to do. So Jeremy gets to choose if he wants to go first or second, no matter what. against Bretonnians. I doubt he knew that, but
No, I did not know
he
that.
had way more units and stuff, so letting me, or starting first, he had plenty of time to counter me in terms of deployment. So I'm already finished deploying aside from my characters.
I have a whole bunch of stuff.
So he's just going to put down the rest of his stuff and we'll get back. Alright, Jeremy's placed the rest of his things here. We got the crypt ghouls next to the spirit host, and then these big unit of skeletons made into the middle. Have one corpse card over here. The hex rays are over there on the flank. And then the mini unit of skeletons is behind the fell bats. So now we're going to go ahead and place characters. Okay, so the prophetess made it in with men at arms, so that she has plenty of bunker. So we're in the paladins in with the Grail Knights. Joining them. And then over here the level 4 on the corpse card is in the middle. The vampire is in with the skeletons. Alright, just kidding. The paladin has the Knight's Vow, which means he can't join Grail Knights because they have the Grail Vow. So he's going to go in with this middle unit of Knights of the Realm. I'm just going to have to shuffle stuff around. Give me 1 second. Okay, so there's the paladin in with the Knights of the Vow, Knights of the Realm. So next thing to do is roll to see who goes first. Even though we know what's going to happen in terms of my praying. I get a +1, so I rolled a 6 and he rolled a 3. So it doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose to pray at the beginning of the game, so I'm not going to get to move, and you get to choose if you want to go first or second.
I guess I'll go first then.
All right,
It really doesn't matter.
It's going to be Vampire's first turn, and we will come back to you after the movement. Where'd you move?
Generally, I just moved forward.
Right, so they kind of wheeled there. Everything here kind of shifted forward, rolled forward, marched forward,
Zombies
moved
and skeletons
forward,
march
moved
in
forward.
proximity.
Yep. So next we have magic phase.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll wins.
Okay.
So let's see what you got. So we got 2 and 2, 4. So then go ahead and channel.
Alright.
No channels. I have my 1 channel. I channel.
Of course you do.
So 4 to 3. So what would you like to do, Jeremy?
Well, I think I will start off by. Gotta double check.
Okay, here we go. What you gonna do?
I'm going to Invocation of Nehek on my zombies.
All right.
That's going to be coming from the Master Necromancer.
Right.
So I'll roll 2.
And what's the casting value?
Casting value on that is 6+.
6 up. Okay, so
So that's
14 total.
yes.
All right. So, what should I do? What's that going to do now?
It's going to allow me to add extra wounds to the zombies because they have this special rule, the newly dead, so they can increase beyond their starting size.
Okay, so you'll gain how many?
They gain D6.
Just
D6 plus the caster's level.
D6 plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. That I can let you get off because I don't really care if you get more zombies.
Okay.
So
5.
5 more zombies. A whole rank of zombies.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, here they come. They're raising out of the ground.
All right. There we go.
There's another 5.
All right. So you have 2 dice left. So now what are you going to try and cast?
I will go ahead and let's see how many more left in there. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll use 2 to try and do. Yeah, I know. All right, let's check the range here real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, so with my last 2 dice, I'm going to roll for Van Hell's Dance on the skeletons.
Okay. So what does that do now?
Small unit of skeletons. That is going to let them make a
Move, right? Okay.
as if it were the movement set phase.
All right. Well, then go ahead and roll. What does it cast on?
Van Hell's cast on. That's going to be 6+.
All right. Go ahead and roll. And this is from the level 4?
Level 4.
Okay, so that is... I'm just going to throw all my dice at that because I don't want it to go away. So I rolled a... That was a 3. 12. And add 4, 16. So I make that go... That's dead.
That didn't happen.
No, it didn't. Luckily, I rolled a little above average, so...
Yes, you did.
What up? Alright, so...
So that's the end of my magic.
That's the end of magic, so that's everything then.
Yeah, because
You don't have shooting.
I
Yeah.
have no shooting.
Well, charges you would declare first.
Yeah, nothing's in charge right in the first turn, so...
Yeah. So, we're going to go to Bretonnians turn 1. Alright, sorry about that. So...
Yeah, my fell bats are undead, so they cannot choose to flee.
So, we determined I need a 9, and I have this here, so I will go ahead and make that.
And then some.
And then some. So, I go 12 plus 7, which is 19, so I make it. So, in order to do a charge, you turn to face, move your distance, touch, close the door. Alright, so there's that, and then I'm going to do the rest of my moving, and I'll be back. Okay, so I moved, like I was explaining, where I want to be just outside his, like, prime charge range. It's cavalry, I should be getting the charge, and he's going to come to me pretty much no matter what. So I got the Grail Knights back here, I got the Knights of the Realm back here, and this is about 13 inches from these units. And these guys scooted up too to be outside here, but she's in range of pretty much any of the spells that I'd want to do. So, and I also made sure, because these guys are in combat and are going to be receiving charge from some stuff, just make sure that they are within range of my battle standard bearer. Oh no. Sorry, model. They're on the hill here, so it's like hard to... Anyway, next thing is Winds of Magic, so I'm going to roll my... You don't roll, I roll.
Nope.
So, double 6s. So I get 12, you get 6. 8, 10, 12. And that is the best roll there, because it creates the biggest difference in the dice. And that's what you look for in the magic phase. And now, you can channel. I can't channel any more. 12 is the maximum you can have, so I can't channel
So
anything.
there's my channels.
So
And
one channel. So he's going to be up to 7 dice. So 7 to 12. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cast... I'm going to do Shield of Thorns. And that has 24-inch range, cast on a 9-up.
And what does it do?
That's the one where, at the end of the magic phase, an enemy unit in base contact with the target suffers 2d6, strength 3 hits. So I'm going to have her do hit on that unit over there. And cast on a 9, she's a level 4 wizard, so I'm just going to roll 2 dice. And it's going to go off on a 7 plus 4, 11.
Okay.
So that'll be Shield of Thorns on them.
I'll go ahead and let it go.
Okay, so Shield of Thorns goes off. So next I will cast, I'll have her cast Throne of Vines.
And that does...
Throne of Vines basically augments the wizard, and for every spell she casts, if she has Throne of Vines on her, the life spells become more better, empowered, I guess. So like, for instance, if I were to have cast Shield of Thorns after Throne of Vines, if Throne of Vines goes off, then Shield of Thorns would have strength 4 hits instead of strength 3. Flesh to Stone would give +4 to toughness as opposed to +2.
Okay.
And it also lets you ignore miscasts on a 2-up.
Oh, alright.
So I'm going to throw 6 dice at it, because I'm just going to hope for double 6s and then ignore the miscast, because the spell goes off before you roll miscast. So I got double 6s. So that is Irresistible Force, which means you can't dispel it. And then I will roll with the Throne of Vines. They have Shield of Thorns, and I ignore it.
Okay.
So why would you never not do it, right?
Good. I don't know why.
Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is attempt to cast the big version of Dwellers Below on this unit here, which I need a 21 or better. So I'm going to need 17 on 4 dice, which is a lot.
Okay.
So here we go. So I don't get it.
Alright.
So that's the end, because I used all my dice.
And I didn't.
I guess the only thing I should have attempted to spell was Shield of Thorns.
But he was waiting for the big bads.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
the end of the magic phase, so Shield of Thorns goes off. 2d6 strength 3 hits on them.
Okay.
So the hits amount is 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And there should be toughness 3, I imagine.
They are toughness 3, yeah.
Alright, so 4s to wound. Which looks like I'm only going to get 3 wounds.
Alright, 3 wounds.
Do they have a save?
They do not.
So they'll take.
Yeah.
Do they have regen? Do they have anything?
Nope, just 2 wounds
So,
each.
so one dies and one's got a wound left. So actually, we have our handy dandy skull dice here to mark that that has taken a wound.
Woohoo!
So, cool. Then I guess the next thing to do is go on to combat.
Alright.
All right, so we're on this combat here. Everything's initiative 3. So the first thing that's gonna go is Jeremy's just gonna roll his 2 measly attacks here and
My 2 attacks.
see what they do. So
It might help to know my weapon skill.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm weapon skill 4,
I am weapon skill 3.
so you need 4s to hit me. And he rolls a 5 and a 2, so that's 1 hit.
Hit and strength 3.
And toughness is 3 of men. So 4 will wound, and there's 1 wound. And it's at strength 3, so it's not minus anything to my save.
Nope.
So for the knights here, okay. So for heavy armor and shield, barding and mounted, the Bretonnian knights have a 2-up save. So I save it.
There's a shock.
Yeah, there is a shock. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the. My frontage there is only 2 ranks, but I guess technically there should be maximizing. So it should. Well, but then again, 1 died. I don't know. His base is big enough where everything should be able to strike, in theory.
In theory, yeah.
So I will go ahead and do my attacks. Okay, so the Knights of the Realm are charging with lances, which gives them +2 strength on the charge. So I have 7 attacks for the 2 ranks and an extra one from the Gallant. And they're all at weapon skill 4, whereas you're weapon skill 3, so I hit you on 3s. So I rolled pretty good there, only 1 miss. And then I will be strength 5 on the charge from the lances, and you are toughness 3, so 2s to wound. In this case, all but 1 wounded. So
And that's gonna
that
be
is some dead fellbats.